Arthas, my son, you must rule over Azeroth with an iron fist. Alright, so I said I was going to play Warcraft, and that's not going to happen today. Why? Because I'm kind of getting really excited about Project Stormwind. I've been doing a lot of Unreal work. Actually found a really nice shortcut to one of the issues I've been having. But we're going to get into that in a moment. First, I would like to say hello! How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. We have not had anyone donate yet, so our World of Warcraft fund is still at 0. I'm hoping that will change over time, but, I'm, basically going to give it till the end of the month. If we don't have anything by April 1st, I'm just going to say no. I'm hoping that will change. Oh well. If not, hopefully I'll get paid soon. But, that's probably still a ways away, too. I feel like the microphone's just too far away. Although, if I move it even just a little bit, you start to see it. Hello, everyone! Yeah, so... there's a reason I have it way over here. Because apparently I'm naturally loud. And I can blow out the microphone! Alright. So, enough of that. Let's get to the fun stuff. Because, I literally have been, I was shocked that it was all of a sudden I looked up and I've got 5 minutes until my stream starts. Quickly tweeted out. So, alright. So, here's what I've been doing. This is a Night Elf female. This is This is a Night Elf female at a scale of 1.0. This is how the mesh is imported. Now, after doing some conversion, I found out that she is only about 3 feet tall in this configuration. Hence, this height. This is the average height for a female Night Elf, which, let's see, female Night Elf, average between 6'4" and 7'2". This is the average of the two. I literally made a marker at 6'4", made one at 7'2", and then created a 50%, then created a single polygon and divided it by 2 to give me a halfway point. And then I found that this scale of about 1.8 from this model, gave me almost perfectly the halfway point. So, at a scale factor of 1.8, this is an average size Night Elf female. It's quite something. And then you'll see over here, humans. Now, this is something interesting. She is actually scalable now. I can actually come in here. These are the two extremes. This is the shortest a human female can be, which is 4 foot 7 inches, and this is the tallest a human female can be at 6 foot 1 inch, and this is the halfway point. So that's the average right there. And you'll notice over here on the side, right above my head, right up here, I have this thing called character scale. So if I were to scale this down, we would get a smaller human. If we were to scale it up, we would get a bigger human. Now the big problem with this is, there we go, is the capsules. They have to change with the different sizes. And when you shrink her up and down, suddenly she's not on the ground anymore. So I'd have to, do that. Scale her up or down, find her scale, and then I can plop her on the ground. Otherwise, she ends up, halfway through the ground and, stuck there for indefinitely. Because if I were to just suddenly play now, she actually did pop onto the ground. But she'll stay there. Now, our player character's now at a 50%, the middle ground. When we actually get around to developing the character construction system, you will actually be able to scale your character to the minimums and maximums that I have specified. Okay, I cannot see. Alright, there. Now I can see chat. So, yeah, that's one of the things I've been working. I finally got her going. And now, right before the stream started, I was working on getting the Night Elf females. I got their blueprint set up. Now I need to import some models. So actually, let's create a new meshes directory. This is all for the temp version that is, right there. We're now going to set this up as just like we have with the human female. We got the physics and the skeleton out here, along with the blueprint, our temp textures, and then some animation. That doesn't belong there. That belongs there. Yeah, that belongs in animation. Let's save that, just to be safe. Okay. Animation blueprints out here. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, so we've got these two. Let's get the Night Elf females in here. Now, we know that they export at the wrong scale, but I'm going to go over how I fix that in a bit. Basically, when we actually import them. I did a lot of work to get the human females almost right. Oh, and as you can probably tell here, I got the skins fixed. Well, the skins and the faces. You'll notice now, if I change the skins, the faces are all accurate. So, yeah, before, it was a lot of work going, I gotta go through, reattach, and, let me bring up the human females. Alright, yeah. Before I had to go through here, find the human female texture, so go into textures, gotta find the face, click that, select the next one, click that, and so on and so forth. Well, I found a shortcut. Since I already had one or two of them set up, I selected it, hit Control-C for copy, then I brought up Notepad. And then pasted it. Because this is how Unreal Engine copies and pastes their nodes. They're just text lines of text. So I was able to come in here and go, okay, let's do a substitute. Let's look for 01 HD and replace it with 02 HD. Replace all, and just replace 60 instances. We know that there are 30 faces, so 30 times, 2, and you look here, human face HD02, human face HD02. So it just did that. And then I copied this, came back here, pasted, and look, a node with all the proper faces already attached. Because we just did a replacement for 02. So at that point, all I have to do is rename it, attach it here, and off we go. So that little methodology saves us a ton of time, which means it's actually worth our while to get all that set up and done, and it will not take too long to get the Night Elf females that way. Now, in setting up the human females, I did a lot of shortcuts and things that frankly, I'm not proud of. Lots of blueprint stuff in here that's just like, ugh. I had the eye glows and everything all set up in here, and I realized something. I could actually set up the eye glow system in the human blueprint. So rather than have it in just the human female, I was able to put it in the base human blueprint. This means that eye glow settings will automatically be applied to both men and women of the human variety. So, once I got that all figured out, and here I even have it set to Death Knight Glow. So, once I got that figured out, I was like, hey, let's just copy this blueprint over for the Night Elves. And so that's what I did. And, it's the same. It's very blank. It sets that. Oh, I forgot to do that. There. Now it sets the eye glow. It gets the mesh ID, It says, okay, regular. Well, night elves need an eye glow, so they default to on, and I also put that as default. And then I set their glow to the night elf eye glow. I then, number 2, that's Death Knight. So that has to be visible, and that needs the Death Knight eye glow. And then we have our offsetting. And that's all set up. So now, once I get the actual Night Elf models in here, I'll be able to, go into Night Elf female, place one down. Now, granted, right now, this is just a human female. Let's turn her around. Once I start replacing the meshes here, that will, she'll start looking a little bit more like this. So, that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to get this mesh, this blueprint, to look like a Night Elf female. So, let's push that off to the side. And we have to open WoW Model Viewer. Now I have this currently set off to the other screen, so give me a moment. It's got to load the program. And all the models. Now the reason we're doing WoW Model Viewer is because, well, it works now. And, I could probably do better, but that's a ways away. Alright, so here we are. Let's go to Night Elf, Female, HD. So here's the default, human Night Elf model. Well, actually, it's a randomized model. If I hit F10, we can randomize some more. See, this one, it's not even getting the hair color. That's just the hairstyle. Anyways. Let's set these all down to 1. There, that's basically the default Night Elf. So, we'll come in here, we'll go to Model Control, and that brings up this little thing. Now, this is where we want to actually be. We have glows here. See? Night Elves are nothing without their glows. Oh, they have a mesh just for their glowingness. Interesting. And then their left eye and right eye glows. Well, we don't need any of that. We are going to want that one, though. Okay, there's no difference between the two, so why is it two different ones? Alright, so turn off the hair. And, okay, and this is going to be arms. Yep, hands. The belt area. Actually, I don't know. I think the belt area needs to be gone because what if we, have the other belt? Yeah. Okay, so I think that's actually something we have to change on the human female, but I'll get to that later. Alright, so we have these. No capes. No capes. Turn off bracers. Turn off the ears. Turn off boots, which actually means shins. Turn off their trousers. No wristbands. And feet are off. So this is effectively a default Night Elf. This is everything you need in order to make one. Actually, there we go. That's a default Night Elf. I've turned off everything that can possibly be turned off. I need to double check with helmets, but I think that helmets still use the base, head mesh. But anyway, right. Let's go to settings. And I see somebody's talking, but I don't see. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah. Alright, initial pose export only. That's something I set. Thanks, Snellfetcher. I don't know what that is. Anyways, we have this. File, export, FBX. And let's see. Let's come to characters, Night Elf. Let's do an actual Night Elf female. Night Elf female. Source main. I don't know why I use main, but probably because it says main right here. No animations. Export done. Alright, so with that done, I now come in here, go to meshes. Yeah. Let me find the directory. Alright, here's the directory. We'll just drag the file in. Actually, cancel. I want to do that here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just let it override for right now, if necessary. Import. I don't know if I need to import those. No, I don't. Let's see. Create physics asset. And import. Alright, Night Elf female source main. Let's drag that in the meshes. Move. So now we have our female skeleton. All through here. Now, if I remember correctly... Yeah, it sure looks right. But I don't think it is. What I'm looking at is the... I'm trying to find the bones that are for the eye glows. Now in the human female, it's, 100 and 101. So I'm going to have to import these, and double check them later. There. Save selected. And this is the big problem with, using, this system of just export one-to-one. We have 3 materials here, and they all want the same thing. So, what we'll actually do is open up Maya and import there, merge all the textures, and then export and use that one. But in the that didn't take too long. Now, eventually I'll want to import all of them anyways into Maya, so I can make, whatever changes are necessary. I don't know why they are imported at such a high rate like that. Now you'll notice that there's a lot of bones here that aren't being used. Well, they are, trust me. Alright, so let's see now. I would say this one. So 94 and 96. Alright, so let's come, back out here. 94, and they're going to be down here. Let's add a socket of eye glow bright. And 96, add a socket, eye glow left. Now let's come back and there we go. Okay, so now I can actually, say, hey, those are what I want to use to build up the character, because we come here, they need a socket. So I glow left and I glow right. Now it's not going to look right here, but that's because they're using the wrong mesh. So night elf source main. And let's see. Clear. Actually, let's, all of them. Clear. Now, right now, it's adding the shins and the hair just because that's been set up that way. And let's see, what do we have here? Right now it's just, simple. So we'll do something about that later. Night Elk. The Night Elk comes! So there, using the same system as we use for the humans, we have a Night Elf. Now there's still a lot to do, but we should have the eye glows. Let me double check. Alright. Eye glow. I glow. Compile! Seriously? There's nothing there? Okay, did I screw up? Or is it that it's, the eye glow system is just not working? Well, it should work. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well today. How are you doing? Okay, well, we know this works. I think I need to be bigger. Let's say 4.0. You'll notice I had it switched down to 3.0. Okay. Bigger. Okay, so I need to access the Night Elf female. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks better for Night Elf. Oop. Alright, so, under construction script, parent construction script. Wait, what? That's not right. Okay, so the Night Elf is not targeting... Okay, so that's the problem. It's targeting the wrong blueprint. Reparent to Night Elf. Yes, reparent. Alright, so there is that. So if I set this back... There we go! Now we're getting the Night Elf glow. Granted, it's not quite, you know, covering everything. You look at that, and okay, it's eating into her. And you compare that to how it looks when we have it on over here. Well, okay. It's still kind of eating into her. Of course, I'm not convinced that this is how it should look, but... Okay, it definitely looks like I need to change the material for that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. This is the glow material as it stands now. Let's do translucent unlit rather than additive. Maybe that will make a difference. Not much of one. Let's come over here and test it on a Death Knight. Seriously? You're not going to do anything? What the hell, man? Edit human female. Parent. Night Elf. Male. Set glow. That's alright. Well, that's all correct, I should say. But, you know, this is why you do debugging. At any rate... Let's come in here and add a multiplier. Let's default, change that to a parameter. Eye glow intensity. Default value of 1. And I will turn this back to additive, because I think that actually worked better. Oh, and it has to be two-sided. Alright, so now we can come back to the Night Elves. Parent constructor script, set iGlow. Set scalar. Well, we know that the Night Elf female glow needs to be bigger. So, eye glow intensity. Compile. Yeah, that's better. That's more indicative of a night elf. But I think the size is now too big. So we will go to 4.5 by 4.5. No, that's still too much. Let's try 4 by 4. Yeah, that's looking better. Okay, so we'll set this one up to 4. If I set this to 1. Okay, so that works. I think that's good for a night elf. Or a DK, rather. A dead night elf. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking at it. I think the eyes do need to be a separate material. Because they need to have something, different about them. So why can't you guys be Death Knights? What did I do to fuck up the human females? Okay, so visibility, eye glow mat. Oh, looks like their position's wrong. Yep, that was the problem. Alright, let's switch them all back to being regular human. So now we have a system that will let us, give night elves their proper... Okay, what the fuck? Night elf females. Oh. Oh, this is set to the wrong thing, so... Mardov! Okay, compile, save. Let's set you back to a Death Knight so I can make sure that your glow still works. Alright. And now the Night Elf female... Alright, so parent socket for the eye glow. Eye glow left and eye glow right. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it was a disparity between everything. Yeah, I used to play D&D. I don't really have a D&D team right now. I did enjoy it. Okay, so back here. Good. So we have that. I'm going to run this little script. Now, this is a little script. If I hit the edit button, this basically goes through and says, oh, here's all the materials and everything. If I find that they all use the same texture file, as it should be the case, I mean, they're all going to body, the body and the Night Elf source, then merge them all together. So there, it just merged all those materials together. But I want to undo that for the very simple reason that the glow, the eyes need to be able to glow. And we don't have that right now. So, select object with material. Okay. Select object. Select object. Alright. So that leaves you. Alright, so we'll copy this and go eye glow. At least temporarily. And let's see. Graph this network. Alright, so now, if I merge it, we get two separate ones. We get the one for the body, and one for the eye glow. So, okay, Night Elf, female, eyes. Night Elf, female, body. Well, actually, let's do a whole bunch of undos then. Good morning, pink hair. There. So what I'll do is I just merge all the materials into one base one. And we'll save this as a Night Elf female. So I'll be able to come back to this character at some point if I want to, especially if I want to do an animation where I actually, make her taller or shorter. Because right now, what I'm doing for the scaling is I'm literally just scaling them. It's not exactly what I want to do. Alright, so Night Elf source. Leave source alone and create main. Oh. Alright, so main. And gotta leave that Night Elf female, because that's the easy way of getting it back in. They do have this send to Unreal, and I haven't tried that yet. So that might be something I look at later. Right now I know that this is a method that works. There we go. So now, we'll come back here. What's all this? What's all this? Let's delete those. Alright, and drop this in here. And it's creating the physics. Yep, good. Import. Move here. Delete source main. And there we go. We'll do that just for right now. Alright, it was 94. And we gotta add the sockets again. I glow. Right. And we'll do underscore. We'll make that our thing. Because, you know, we had that problem earlier. So let's come over here. We'll set our mesh to a night elf. Night elf female main. So, here she is. That's the night elves, using a human skin at the moment. Now, we can actually fix that. Update mesh, update textures. Body textures. And there's all these issues, but for right now, let's just go... yeah, we'll skip all this, actually, now that I think about it. We'll have it just do body. As you can see, that seemed to work, mostly. It looks like I need to switch it over to the other body. Oh. That's different. Okay, now that just looks like a crazy anime thing. Okay. So we need to actually export the texture files now. Let me just double check where I saved them for the humans. Humans. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I saved them there. Okay, so here's my source files for 6.3 or 2.3. Let me just jump over to the... Alright, where did I save that to? Oh, yes. I'm looking for my files. Such as Kjasi view. So, let's open up my games, World of Warcraft, data. There we are. Now I could save myself time and just export all of them, but I'm just going to export the Night Elves because that's what I need right now. So let's export that to 2.3, I believe. Yes. So now I'll just export all of it. There we go. Got all the files. That includes all the textures and the models. And you can see there's a lot of files here. And this is basically all I need for, you know, the hair. Well, there's the hair. Let's see. For the females, look at all these textures. That's a lot of textures. What's this? Rig Night Elf skin? Interesting. Anyways, I actually have some stuff set up. I have a BLP converter and a batch file that I have all set up. If I come here and drop it in, I'll show you the batch file real quick. This is it. These simple lines. Basically, it'll go, okay, recursive for all the files that match BLP, run them through BLP converter, and then pause at the end. I'm not quite sure what set local is, but you know, I did it just to be safe. I've seen it in the tutorials I was doing. So this is going to take a while, but it's going to convert all the BLPs over. Now I could probably save myself some headache by going through here and removing the non-HD versions of some of these. Interesting that there's not a scalp upper hair for 9, 10, or 11 in HD. I'm not seeing any other HDs in here. So now we'll go into female. Lots of HD. Here's some anim files, which will be important, but not right now. Okay, I am not seeing a whole lot that I need to pull out. So, I don't know why everybody has their own Death Knight glow, and the males and the females have it. It's the same image, literally. I'm pretty certain if we were to look at the eye glow image, wherever that may be, Night Elf male eye glow, I'm pretty certain. Okay, it's 2.5. Where is it? Ah, there it is. That's also 2.5. I'm willing to bet that they are identical. I don't know why they, decided they had to run them, put two of them in here. All right, let's run this. So as you can see, it's going through and converting all of them to BLP files. It's trying to figure them out as best they can. Well, that depends on the converter. This particular one's all command line, and it's better to just let it go. And it's already converted all of these, and now it's going through male and female to convert all of those files. And now it's running through the men. Besides, running the BLP, running a batch file for this is way easier than trying to drag and drop them all and hoping that they don't write over it. True, it would not be WoW without massive redundant files. It wouldn't be the monster that we've come to know and love for the last 12 to 14 years or whatever it is. Alright, so there we go. We have all these textures. And we have all of these textures. There are now 2 of you here, and there are 3 of me here. Wait. Alright, so let's come in here to the Night Elves. Create a new new folder for hair, because that is important. And I will find all the hair files. Oh, let's make this easy on ourselves. Sort by type. And we'll just import all this. So, there we go. We have all the Night Elf hair. We'll save that just to be safe. And, oh, we got a lot of stuff to save. Yeah, it all looks good. Don't know why I have that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. Now we'll come up here. New folder. Textures. Now, I do need to eventually get all the facial hair and scalp stuff in there, but just to start out with, this is good. Alright, so sort by type. Alright. Ah. HD scalp. That's a system I need to do. Rig, Night Elf. Okay. Interesting. Night Elf female skin. Oh, that's the low quality ones. Where's our HDs? Oh, where's the H double Ds? Oh, female hair. Specific for the females, huh? Well, we might need that. Ah, here's the HD skins. Alright, then the face lowers, but we need the HD versions. Yeah, here's some naked torsos. So those are basically all the files we need just to add, underwear to the base skin files. And here's all the tattoos. We'll get to that later. That's a lot of stuff to do. And I don't have a system set up for it. Alright, so Night Elf, face upper HD. 170 items. Ugh. Did you not take? Or, oh, no, you did take. Okay. So save all. Yep. So it's good for you guys to see this process in case you want to duplicate it. Alright, so we now have all of our, big files and our faces and everything. So now comes the hard part. Yes, there is a hard part. Well, I won't say it hard, rather. It's more tedious. And this is our, check. Because we in this one we had a couple of versions that weren't quite what we wanted. Alright, so first things first, let's copy that and paste it into here. Notepad. Now that's not too bad. Oh, that would be insane, wouldn't it? Alright, so Night Elf, female skin, HD. Actually, before we do this, let's actually come over here, do Night Elf, female. Okay, so what was the texture then? Oh. Night Elf, female, skin. There we go. Now we'll copy and paste this over. don't save. Okay. Let's see, we have 12. Let's see. Here's the Night Elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, then. So, just be safe. Let's do a replacement. And okay, so replace all. So, now we'll replace that. $10, $11, $12. That's it. So now this is ready for humans to consume. Consume! At least I think that's true. Oh, num pins should be 13. I'm not even gonna, try to... Actually, let's undo some of that. Because, I don't know this well enough to guess. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we have... Alright, so remove and remove. So there we go. I'll now pump that into there. Pump that into there and limit it to 12. Because, actually no, 13. No, 12, that's right. So now I can delete this. Move this in here. Compile. And now we should have a viable option for updating the textures. Let me just double check that everything's updating out here. Okay. Night Elf main. Matte body. Yeah. Okay, so this should be working. Not entirely sure why it's not quite. Well, let's turn the underwear off. Okay, that's looking better. Alright, so it looks like we're actually doing okay. We just need to be able to, you know, set these two. Right now we can't. But I'm not worried about that just yet. Actually, that wouldn't take too long. Let's copy this. And I can probably close... Yeah, I can close that. Delete, paste. Alright, so... what do I need? I need... female naked pelvis. Skin. So, replace that with that. Replace all, and that should work just fine. You're saying I don't have a 12? I do not. Okay. So, now we replace that with Night Elf female torso skin. This is the torso, so that goes there. Underwear goes there. Compile. Save. And if we turn underwear back on, there you go. Works. Yeah, it looks like it's in the right spot, too. We'll find out more when we export the pelvis area. I will take this moment of respite to mention once again we are doing a WoW donation-a-thon. Trying to get up to $20 so I can get my WoW account back up and running. Or alternatively, I'll do a new account that's just for the stream. I've got a couple of demo accounts. I can afford to do that. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can get that up and running by April. Alright, so... here's the big kahuna. I could probably... Alright, so how many face options do we have? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Really? Only 11? Oh, wait. I'm counting the wrong number. 17. So 0 through 17, and we currently have 29. Humans just have a lot. So yeah, if you wish to donate and help us get to a WoW account for the stream, donation links right there. And now back to the fight. I will mention once again that the goal for this project is to create a viable WoW version, version of WoW that can, at least in theory, come on, there we go. Give the appearance of what the game would look like if it was developed today. Now, not everyone's going to like that or be appreciative of that, but that's the goal. Oh, I forgot. I gotta come in here and change at least one option. Alright, so we want Night Elf face. Oh, female face. There we go. Save that. Jump back out. Copy that. And actually, wait, I need to set that to 17. Alright, now I can jump out. And let's see, this needs to be 11, I think? Oh no, it's 12. Max of 12. Remove pin. Alright, so copy that. Paste into here. So now this is all accurate and we can do crazy stuff. Replace all. Oh, damn it. Undo. Replace all. There we go. Yeah. Alright, replace all. There we go. Alright, compile, save, and hey, looks like she's giving us the proper look. Awesome. Let's check her face IDs. Yeah, that all looks right. Awesome. So, now comes the semi-easy part. But before we get too deep into that, we're going to come back here and do a quick look-see. Now, each skin can have a different number of faces. Like, 10 here only has 3 faces. Yes, Black Desert Online does look fantastic. Even better is that it doesn't require subscription, which means as soon as I can afford it, I will be getting that. So, skin color 10, 11, and 12 only require 3 faces. So, I think it was 9, 10, and 11? Yeah. So 10, 11, and 12 only requires 3 faces. Now you'll see here that this one is already set up for 3. So, Yeah, this one's set up for 3. Now, you know, what they say here is option 10 is actually option 9 for us. Because they start out at 1 rather than 0. So we have 9 skins that, you know, look fabulous and have 18 faces. And then we get to number 10. And number 10, which is number 9, only has 3. These are the Death Knight ones. Ah. I think that's what I do. I honestly don't remember. I gotta get to the humans. To the humans! Alright, human female. What is your face texture? Tell me! Okay, just go straight for the skin. Got it. Night elf. Female. Skin. There. Now I can rename these. Night elf female face upper. Zero 010, huh? Face upper 00_10. There's the night elf. I don't think that's right. But that's something I can fix here. And apparently it didn't help at all. Okay. Night elf. Female. Face. 10. Ah, 6 and 7, huh? Face, night elf, 10. Okay, so now we can, you know, get these other ones running. So let's copy to the pasting machine. And right here, that's just so goddamn simple. Oh, okay, this is just, you know, insane. Base, upper, 11. Did I... Oh, yeah, that was the problem. Okay. I was so interested to see if I could, I didn't stop to think if I should. There we go. Yes. Actually, I have the Black Desert Online character demo for a character creation. I played with it a little bit. I actually accidentally created Harley Quinn. That was quite interesting. I don't get that reference. It was never my intention to hit that. Alright, so knight, elf, hare. Female. Ah, okay. Okay, so this doesn't seem right. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. Okay, I think I accidentally did this wrong. That's 10. That's 11. Meaning... needs to be 09. Okay, well, that right. Good. Yeah. You want to see something really awesome? I'll show you the material where I combine all the WoW maps together. Okay, so there we go. We just created the full map system. Alright, so let's see. That's on default, so that should be working. Let's check the parent class. Quick, to the parent class! Alright, so Knight, Elf, Female, Main. And then come down here to the eye glows. And I just reversed them. There. I was wondering where the eye glows went. Okay, so Night Elf females are coming along. If we come down here, change her face ID. That's alright. Skin tone ID. Okay, we've got some problems, but we haven't... Apparently we haven't done all the faces right. But, you know, we're working on it still. Okay, so 12 is where we need to clamp things. So there's face textures, body textures. That's clamped on 12. Why can I go beyond 12 then? It should be stopping here. No, that's faced. Ha! Faced! Alright, so Death Knights have a maximum of 2. 2, 3, 1. Okay, so I need to double check. Oh, okay. So that's the problem. Alright. Alright, so the problem here in the body, because there is no, you know, top and bottom, I have those set to Night Elf body. I don't think I have it set up to actually check the textures for that particular body. It's set up for the human body. So, body, Night Elf. Compile, save, and let's see. Yeah, that looks better. I mean, the faces go nuts, but the rest look fine. I like to know why that's doing that. I set that to a maximum of 11. What happens? Okay. No, it's accessing the right body, or the right skin. Oh, that's the problem. This needs to be set to equals or greater. Yeah, there we go. Now we just need to fix some of the faces, because, you know, we only did a handful. In fact, how many did we do? Oh, we did the first one. So now here's where it gets, you know, I won't say boring, but tedious. Basically, we go through here, we grab that number, and we just increment it slowly. 36 changes. Yep, that's about right. Come back, paste, rename, and attach. And there we go. Skin number 2. And then we can just come in here. I think I can just do an undo. And then 2. Replace. That saves me a tiny bit of time. Because now I don't have to increment that. Otherwise, I need to do, okay, find what? Okay, now we need to do 1, and then replace it with 3. Now I can just keep it 0. Let's find something distinctive. That's kind of distinctive. Alright. Four, replace all. I'm just glad that Unreal does that kind of thing. I'm thinking about it, and I would love to do Dalaran. Granted, it's probably going to be one of the hardest things to get out and working, but once we get Project Stormwind finished, you know, that's going to be, you know, something really fun to do. Try it out with Dalaran. I mean, we're going to try it out with Stormwind. I mean, there's a reason why it's called Project Stormwind. Because especially trying to rebuild it using assets from version 6 and, you know, all the versions from, you know, all the previous versions as incremental parts. You know, trying to build it up so that we get a 1.0 version of WoW in using, you know, assets from 6.0. That is where things are going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Imagine, you know, with HD characters being able to run around the park. I miss the Stormwind Park. Now, maybe it's because I never really did much Horde, but, you know, I'm actually liking the newer version of Orgrimmar. The original was pretty good, but I definitely prefer the more modern version. There we go. We now have all the Night Elves faces. Now, before, that was a very tedious task, but as you just saw, we're able to do that pretty damn quickly. Now, I know I probably showed all you guys this yesterday, but here is the base material that is used for all skin, or all bodies. Right now, this really only touches skin, but you input a base skin model, the underwear and the upperwear, I guess you could call it, the chest underwear and the hip underwear, and then you pass a face texture. We also have an option for if you want to show the underwear, and scaling options for when the faces are part of the skin texture rather than something else. I could probably get away with just adding a single option, and that would actually just send that in as is face part of skin. Right now we're using a scalar number for figuring out a variable. I mean, here we have if show underwear, if it's this, or this. But this right here shows you all you need to know to composite the face and the body. We go through here, we're basically creating a linear gradient, so we can just create like a 50%, say, okay, I need this half of the image and this half of the image as two separate things. So one is blacking out one side and one is blacking out the other side of two different images. This way I can say, okay, move the face over here, shrink it in half, and then we'll mask that off, and we'll mask off the opposite on the body texture, and then we'll add the two together. And that creates our perfect, body texture. Now add in all of this information for taking the original texture and then masking it after offsetting the hips and the chest. That's basically creating this, little area of void. And then, applying these two little squares, which are generated by these. Add those together to get a complete image of, with the body with underwear. And then we do if show underwear. If show underwear, then show what we just built. If not, just show the blank body. And then that gets composited with the face. Now, with the face, we also have to now composite in, scalp and, the facial tattoos. We haven't gotten any of that set up, but that would go right here in between these two sections. And, I gotta do the really hard part of figuring out a way to composite with an alpha channel. So basically I need to create one of these with an alpha channel. So that'll be fun. Actually, now that I think about it, it'd be very simple. I just pull out the alpha channel, make it into a mask, mask out the this stuff, and then just add that. So that's actually going to be pretty easy. What is really tough, though, is I want to take this and this, do a difference of versus this. Basically see, okay, what's the same? Make that black. What's different? Turn that white. Basically, be able to say, okay, take all of these and make it into a single, mask. That way I can actually say, okay, for the bra and the panties, I want to mask that off and create a leather texture for that. At least that's, my goal. Yes. Because right here we have a function skin, and that's where we were just inside. And I want to make it that this has like subsurface scattering and all sorts of good stuff. But we have to be able to mask that off so we can also put in, textures for metal, leather, and cloth and other things. Maybe even wood. Of course, we could also do that with just, textures. We could just, develop a texture, we could probably create that mask pretty easily in Photoshop. And, the underwear doesn't change. So we could just use that same static one. And if you actually look, the female underwear for the Night Elves have a would need a metal mask as well. The humans, not so much. I don't really see that as being leather. I see that as more of like a cloth or an elastic kind of thing. Maybe they have... Well, they might have a little bit of metal in the back. But I see that as mostly cloth. This is cloth with, metal trimmings. I guess would be the best way to describe it. And the hard part is, we have to come in here and, see about removing the shading and then adding the shading back in as a normal map. So, lots of fun there. Alright, so, we're up to our next section for the Night Elf females. I don't know. Oh yeah, her hair came back, so... So, disable eye glows. Hide her body. Whoa. Oh, okay. Alright, so pants, tabard, pants. I don't know why pants look like that. That just looks weird to me. Let's export the ears, yeah. So, first things first, we'll do ears. So, FBX export, source, ears. With no animation. So now we can hide the ears. And we'll come down here and do the naked feet. Export FBX. Feet. Naked. Naked time. And just because we're right here, export feet shoes. Source feet shoes. And let's see, trousers. Alright, so Night Elf female source, legs upper. Legs. Dress. I don't know if I should call that legs. Actually, no, I shouldn't. It would just be source dress. Actually, it'd probably be, yeah, dress. I mean, skirt would actually be more accurate, but... Alright, source, legs, lower. Naked. Actually, I called these calves, so... Source. Calf. Naked time. And the nice part is, because those are all single meshes, we're not doing multiple meshes, it's a lot easier to, drag them in here and have them work. We don't have to worry about, the whole double thing that we have with the earlier one. Alright, so use the Night Elf main skeleton. Yes, do not compute physics. Import normals. Was that the problem? If it was set to compute normals, that would explain why the human females have some problems. Because, I'm noticing, some, even right here, there's some, border disputes. You can see very clearly that there's, these normals do not line up. You can also see them here. So, if that's a problem with, with that would actually be a very simple thing to fix. Alright. Pick asset. Matte body. And save all. I do that just because it's, more advantageous for me, I guess you could say. Alright, so the Night Elf female. Feet. Naked. I said bare. Oh well. Alright, lots of things are open. Update textures, update meshes. This is what we want. Hair meshes, calf meshes, feet meshes. So, Night Elf. Feet naked. Feet shoes. And actually I should do a clamp on this. Why don't you collapse that? I could collapse this into a node, that's not a problem. Yeah. Feet meshes. And that just makes that, a little cleaner. Now, with these ones, I actually have them as macros. I probably should have made them into, subnodes. Because, but that's something I can fix, and I would do that off stream. Alright, calf meshes. Calf. If we look here, it's starting to look like an actual night elf. I don't know why they have sharp toenails. Probably because they're half panther? Yeah. Valf. Calf. Source naked. Ears. Night elf ears. Tabard. Don't have that. Legs upper. Source legs upper. That's right, we gotta do the belt. The belt! He's going for the belt! But now we have the ears. Yeah. Look at her, bald as Spock. Well, not Spock. Nosferatu. Night elves without hair look like Nosferatu. Alright. Now that we have a rough version in terms of height and everything, we need to actually come in here and do some changes. Let's see. Update meshes. No, I think it's construction. Yeah. Character scale. Now, before we get too much into that, I want to bring this up. This is a height table from the core RPG. This is basically saying how tall a night elf is. Or, you know, any of these other races. Well, if we look at the humans, the females scale from 4 feet 7 inches to 6 feet 1 inch. And if you look over here, that's exactly what this is. 4 feet 7 inches to 6 feet 1 inch. Night elf females, however... I can close that. Where'd it go? Night elf females, 6'4", so 1 inch taller than me in real life, to 7'2". This is an average. So we need to figure out what scale this little girl needs to be scaled to in order to, you know, be between either of those two averages. Now, it's not easy to do that, but I have found that the best way for me to do it is actually to use another program. Another program? What kind of sadness are you using? Lightwave. Because, frankly, I like it. So, let's drop in the Night Elf female source for the main. This gives us the upper body, but I've noticed something with the FPXs that are exported from WoW Model Viewer. They include the points to all the other geo sets. So if you look here, you know, yeah, it is full of ridiculous numbers, but I can't find a good source other than that. If you can find me a source that says what the height range for night elves are, I'll use that. Until then, I am using this. Alright, so first thing I do is I just create a box. And I set this to range. There. And I type in the number that I need for the minimum amount. In this case, 6'4". So the height is 6 foot 4 inches. So that right there is the minimum height for a night elf female. Let's create another box. And we'll make that height 7 foot 2 inches. So that is the maximum height. So now if we scale her up, probably about there. Nope. Needs more. Probably about there. 171, huh? Yep. That's about right. 171. What is that? Oh, it's on my screen. Alright, so now we know that we need to scale it to 171%. So, if we come back here and set our minimum scale to 1.71, we can compile that. So when you now have her set at a character scale of 1, she will be the minimum height for a night elf. So that is, you know, as short as they come. Almost literally. And if we bring her over here, we can see that there's actually not, you know, That actually looks more accurate than anything I've seen anywhere else. But that's the shortest Night Elf female with the tallest human female. If we compare shortest to shortest, yeah, look at that. She could literally, you know, her eyesight is almost literally at her navel. So, we know that that is that scale. If we now scale this up to the maximum, looks like 193 or so. Yeah, 193. That's good. So that's our maximum. So we'll come back here, go to 193, compile. So now if we scale her up to her maximum, that's now the max. Ow! That is maximum human with maximum night elf. Right at booby range. And if we compare these two to the others, you know, right, again, I made that the average. So, you know, and let's, you know what? I completely forgot to do something. I completely forgot to come in here and assign all of these, well, at least this one, to the Night Elf female blueprint. I think that's compatible. Apparently not. At any rate, there's... Let's see. Let's pull this out. Make her 0.5 on the character scale. Alright. So there we go. Without changing our too much, there are the 3 scales of Night Elf women. From shortest to tallest and average. And they do look crazy like Nosferatu right now. So comparing, you know, these to these, that's quite a difference. Now, let's see. Let's see if we can find a more accurate height scale. So, well, let's check Wowpedia. Height. At the height of this conflict, Night Elves, if height and weight ratios are similar to humans, Alright, the average height for a Night Elf female is approximately 7 feet tall, and the average height of a male is about 7.5 feet tall. The appropriate height ranges would be to add and subtract half a foot to either gender. A full-grown Kjasi is under 6'5", so our 6'4" for the is not unheard of. Caldori. Yes, I agree. And that's actually something I want to deal with in a future sense, but I gotta find a way to be able to do that without, you know, causing, you know, massive amounts of problems. At the moment, the problem comes from trying to, you know, wanting to build a new animation that will actually do that scaling for me. Yeah, well, that's exactly why I, you know, gave them context with, you know, at least to each other. You know, doing, you know, what would be an average halfway point between the minimum and maximum. And, you know, here they have, you know, the same issue. And I need to import an animation now. So... Oh, I closed that? Damn. Alright. Let's open up Wild Model Viewer again. Yes, load. Let me delete that. Yes, delete. Alright, I can delete these now. Well, actually, I'll delete those. And that was just an easy one, so just delete that. I don't think I need that anymore. I'll leave that just for the moment. Alright, so... Now, even though that, when I load it up, you know... Ah, yay! Okay. Even though I, you know, let me turn the initial off. If I come in here and say, okay, export, let's see, make a directory for animations. Yeah. Yeah, trying to scale a human mocap down to a gnome would definitely be tricky. It would actually be better if you got someone who's already, you know, that height. Say Warwick Davis. That's actually where you would want to you want to find Warwick Davis, get him, and have him do motion capture for you. It's amazing how tall humans can be at, you know, any, you know, range. I mean, you could definitely find kind of a stout, you know, man. I mean, you could, you know, dwarves actually would, you know, if you got a big tall guy like, you know, well, John Rice Davies, you could, you know, have him do the mocap for that, and it would scale down pretty damn well. Of course, you would never get him in makeup again. So, all right, so we want standing. Oh, knight, elf, female, anim, standing. Now I have found that sometimes we can get away with exporting multiple animations at once. So if we do, you know, walking, and even so, due to an FBX export, only export one at a time. Well, I found that I can actually export a couple at a time, but you don't want to do too many. I mean, I could do another stand emote if I wanted. But I think just running and... Ooh, we can do jumps. But we're in walk, so... Stealth walk. Okay, I don't see the whisper. Give me a moment. I will bring it up on a new window. Yeah, I get that. Alright, so me. Mute that. Open up. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show this. So this is what Pink Hair just whispered me. If I'm understanding him right, this is a gnome with human mocap applied to it. At least light wave motion capture. That's pretty bad. Alright. And I'm going to move this over here as well. In case you whisper me again. Alright, so as you can see, we successfully exported one file that has actually multiple animations in it. So let's actually now come into animations. We'll drop standing, because that's going to be our base one for right now. Do not import the mesh. Exported time. Import. Now, in an ideal world, what I would do is get all this into Maya or something, and then export a new animation where I actually get the characters in between the two scales I want. That would, give it to me in a rather, simple way. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Night Elf. That's better. Now, let's add the walking animations. Now remember, walking also included run and one other one. What was it? It was another one. So it's going to import the 3 animations, maybe 4, that I exported. Even though, they say, don't do that because the FBX thing doesn't work. Well, yeah, if you set it to export all, it doesn't work. It causes a crash because, quite frankly, well, it actually causes a stall out because it's too busy. Now this is just, taking its time, but it is importing 3 animations. Ooh. Now I'm not going to get too crazy with how I have, I'm not going to get too crazy with importing the animations and all that. But you will see that I'm doing, like, the number afterwards. That's because, there is actually multiple animations in here. So run 3 is very different from other ones, like, Now, I could actually put the number, then walk and such, but I'm not sure about that. Alright, so mesh, let's add some more parts, like feet, legs upper, and some calves. Oh, we could do the ears too. So, there, we can actually see the animations now. So we got all that. That's available to us. And let's create our animation blueprint. And we're just going to do a very simple one. Parent class? No. Night Elf Female NMDP. And for right now, we're just going to have her just stand. That's all she's going to do. We'll make a more complex one after we've built one. So, let's see. Come back here to the blueprint. I can't assign that to all of them. So I got to do it the old way. Assign that one. Assign that one. Can I... Oh, yeah, I can assign multiples here. Just not to the mesh at the same time. Compile, save, and there we go. Now they're just waiting around. So, average size human to average size night elf. I suppose it's time to get... What the hell is going on with their chests? Did their meshes get moved? That is just not right. It couldn't be the animation, could it? Alright. Legs upper. Alright, so that's fine. That's all fine. Oh. Okay, so... I think I need to go to my happy place. My scale. Let's see. No, this is setting to 0, 0, 0. Alright, let's get location. Get relative location. Split that. Relative X and relative Y. And we're changing Z. So, ooh. Teleport. Teleport successful. Alright, so... That still looks wrong. Even if I had the section in there, that would be wrong. So, there's something wrong there. On the other hand, if you compare it to that, no, that is definitely wrong, because, you know, look where that is. That does not come up halfway her body. And if you look here, that is way far forward from her ears. So there is definitely something wrong here. Come on. There we go. Show me the bones. Okay, that looks right. Yeah, that looks right too. What happens if I add feet, shoes, legs, upper? Yeah, see, that's how it should look. So why is it farther forward in this? So there's definitely a problem. Let's double check the blueprint just to be safe. Alright, mesh gets moved, and these inherit from mesh. But mesh only gets moved in one direction. And we can actually come in here now and, do some changes. Alright, so radius, maximum, let's try 30. Compile. That's about right. Probably less, actually. Let's take the 28. Yeah, that looks better. And minimum, that needs to go higher. Let's go 24. Uh, 24.5? Nope. Let's just go straight 25. Yeah, that looks better. That looks like it's matching. Alright, so now comes the fun part. Getting these eyes up into the sky so that I can get the height to match. So let's start with 95 for the minimum. Yeah, that works perfectly. That's going straight to her head. And for the maximum, let's take it to 120. See where we, get off. Nope. See, she'll always be at the bottom of this, so I can just, keep going here until I get to the one I want, the number I want. Ah, we're almost there, so let's 108. Yeah, it looks like it matches. So, drop that. Drop that. Alright, so if I come into this function, where did it go? There it is. You'll see what I'm doing is I'm taking the base mesh, I'm setting its relative scale. Maybe I should say its absolute scale. No. And then I'm getting its position, and I'm changing the z-axis for it into negative, this value, which is height max. But what if we didn't do that part? Would that fix it? No. This isn't at fault because these girls are doing just fine. So there is something else going on here. There's a conspiracy about, and I will find it! Somehow, this mesh is getting pushed ahead from these ones. Now, maybe there's something in update mesh? I don't think so. This is more for switching out the models. And that's just for textures. So, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Maybe our Yeah, it's not our base class. But it's like our mesh is being pushed away. And it's only affecting the Night Elf females. So let's do a little experiment. We'll grab mesh, set location, set relative location, and for right now we'll just set it to 0. Okay, everything's moving with it. That's as it should be. Okay, so we'll reset that. Wait, what? Ah. Okay, so what happens if I delete these girls? I think I can, but they're a little... I'm not going to say tricky. Okay, so something happened to those, and just dragging out new ones seemed to fix it. Well, it's all attached now, so... Ah, we're into the corrupted files now. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what happened, but those 3 models just had a problem. And now we fixed it. So now we have our 3 scales, and everything's working fine. I don't know what was going on there. That was just weird. Alright, so let's get the belt. We're going for the belt! Alright. It'd be nice if I could, you know, like shift click and toggle all of them on and off. Alright, so that's the one I want. So that's our default belt. Oh, I forgot to look. How does our normals look? Yeah, they look better. I thought she didn't look tall enough. Actually, our normals look perfect. I think the shoulder just doesn't have good textures. So that means that the problems with the human females... Bulk edit via property matrix. Alright, so mesh. Import settings. Here we are. import normals and tangents. Why? Because that's important to us. LODs? I don't even know if LODs are exported from this. Alright. Save. And now, re-import. And while that's going, belt, none. Or, belt, basic. Okay. So, now that that's done, yes, save it all. Save it all! Alright, and let's take a look. Yeah, there's still little problems. But it's definitely a lot better. We'll see how it looks when we import the belt now for the Night Elf females. Alright, belt basic. And let's do not import animations. It's for the female. Import an engine. Yep, that's alright. What's all this? What's all this? Do not import the mesh. Oh wait, no. Do import the mesh! I almost made a mistake. Alright, so, Night Elf. Pardon me. Acid export. Night Elf, female, HD. And physics asset. Physics. Night Elf female. There we go. We could probably do that for her too, but, you know, maybe at another time. So we need to come back here into character, which is our base class. And we need to create a new component. Skeletal mesh, belt. And you will use the Night Elf, the human female blueprint by default. Now we'll have to fix that with the others, but for right now, belt, use the Night Elf female, and use the belt basic. Compile. Save. Oh, yes, and I have to reset. Let's actually back out here in the characters. I forgot. When I dropped it in, it changed its location. So, there we go. And there we go. They have belly buttons again. Yeah, the normals aren't perfect, but they're good enough until I can do some work with them in Maya. So now comes the hard part of putting together a hair system for the girls. And that's where things get tricky. I could also work on the bracers, which allows the forearms to exist. Oh wow, it's already 12:30. But still, we went from just having human females. I don't know why the eyes are looking a little funky. Oh, that's oh right, the murders. And I say that jokingly. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, getting them at these varying heights is definitely a good first step. What we'll have to do in a future episode of the series is we will actually import and scale these appropriately in Maya, but we will do so using the bones. So we'll create an animation where I go, hey, these bones? Well, they need to be, we need to scale this guy up to, what was it? 1 point, what was it? 1.71? There we go. And, now that you've been scaled up properly, let's make that into an animation. So 1.71. So you make that into, kind of a base pose that the animation is applied to, and because it's just doing direct scaling, since we're applying this as like a bonus animation, actually, is what we'll do. So it's like I would take this, apply it as an animation to the whole, of everything. So we would export that, and then we can actually take these guys back down to a 1.0 scale. So if I was to, let's see, where are they? Meshes. And just for fun. Yeah, 90 and negative 700. Okay. So 90 and negative 700. There. That's our 1.0 scale. So basically what we'd be doing is we'd be taking her at this scale and then applying an animation that makes her this scale. And then we would have a second animation that we would apply that would make her this scale. But, rather than just, scaling them up, we can do positional changes to the bone structure. And since that's being applied as an animation, it would allow us to, scale the character without destroying the original source material for the bones. Because we're not going very far in terms of height. And scale almost works, but we want to actually have a little distortion in the shape. Something else we could actually look into with, our character development system is actually, designing a few more additions to the character design. Like, say, add a tattoo system. So they could add, a tattoo saying, Arthas's own. Or they have, a little tattoo back here of Khadgar going... Or whatever we want to do. We could add something like that. But frankly, just adding them as they are right now this still looks way better than what you get out of WoW. So that's something that we are going to work towards, is trying to get this to look equal to or better than World of Warcraft. And if we can, add a lot more customization to the characters. Okay, so I think I'm going to end things here for tonight. I do want to mention once again that we are doing a drive to try and get a World of Warcraft account so we can actually play the game on the stream. I honestly think I will create or use one of my other accounts, not my main account, and we'll use that for the stream. As always, you can donate up here. Once we get $20, we will definitely activate World of Warcraft and get that going, unless everybody really wants me to, do like, what was it? Black Desert Online. In which case, we will have to raise $30, because I don't own the game. Alright, that's about it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun talking to all of you. Definitely had fun with you, Pink Hair. That's always fun to play around and talk with people who are enthusiastic about this kind of stuff. Let's see, anything else? Nope. Like and subscribe and follow me, all that good stuff. Tell your friends. Let's get more people watching the stream. Let's see. Is it Saturday? No, this is Friday. Tomorrow we will be playing either not World of Warcraft. We will be playing Warcraft or Batman. I'm not sure which yet. But we will not be working on Project Stormwind. I might be working up to it up until the moment that I stream, but I will not do this for the stream. Let's get back to some gameplay. Alright, so either Warcraft or Batman tomorrow. If we're at Batman, we have a whole bunch of Riddler stuff to do, and then we can finish the game up. If Warcraft, I have no clue how far we are, but let's finish that one level that we left off on. That's about it. Alright, thanks for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, that's about it. Bye. Thanks for joining me.